Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you.
And what is going on, guys? This is Shady here, bringing you back a new video. And if you guys hear outside noises, I'm sorry guys, my window's open. It's kind of hot in here. So anyway, let's get back on this video. So by the title of this video, it's it's a story time. I do this every so often. I do this every so often. I just like telling you guys what happened and stuff like that. And anyway, in the background, there's going to be some Battlefield 1 gameplay on the Xbox. I haven't recorded much on the PC, but I have gotten better at it. But anyway, so this story time is basically going to be what I did during my my weekend, or last weekend, I guess, when I went to Lake Chelan and stuff. So I'm going to start it out because I kind of told you guys kind of what I did. So anyway, I'll probably, don't quote me on this, I'll probably like put on pictures and stuff if there is any. But anyway, so yeah, so the thumbnail of my last video, that was actually like that was where I went. But okay, so it all started last Friday. So my friend Owen, or Kool-Aid Guy 07, so me and him got invited to a friend's family vacation, because they go every year. And so yeah, so it's like their whole family and stuff, and we got invited because we were her chambelanes. I explained it before what it was, quince thing, quinceañeras. But so we got invited, so we ended up going to her house, and then because we had to leave really early in the Saturday, so we ended up just sleeping there, or I did. Owen came like really early in the morning. So then we woke up and I started getting ready and stuff, and like we started putting things in the car. I don't know, this part is really not that important. So we took like 3 cars in total. I was in the car with Owen and some other people and stuff like that, like her and like her cousin and stuff. So we ended up going, so from where we are, Lake Chelan, it's by Wenatchee. It's like, I want to say like a 3 or 4 hour drive. Probably 3 hours, yeah, like a 3 or 4 hour drive. So yeah, so what ended up happening was that okay, so we went through Leavenworth, and that's like a German town, I guess, over here in Washington. It was like really nice, I guess. I don't know, we didn't really stop, we just kind of went by it. Oh, my bad if you guys, no, you guys can't hear that, never mind, that's my PC. But anyway, okay. No, it's kind of pissing me off. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, so alright guys, I'm back. I'm sorry for that. Someone knocked on my door, and then my neighbors started playing, like they started bumping loud ass music, so I hope you guys can't hear that. But so I closed my window. But I kind of forgot what I was saying. I think I was just saying about the trip. So yeah, so anyway, so yeah, we didn't really stop by Leavenworth, we just kind of passed through it. We got like McDonald's on the way and stuff like that. It was nice. I don't know. I guess the image of the scenery was pretty dope too. Like passing through the mountains and stuff. Like I really like my state, Washington State. I think it's a really beautiful place. I used to live in Arizona. Around like seven years ago. I lived there for about like 3 or 4 years, and I would not go back ever. Maybe just to visit, but I would never live there again. I lived in first I lived in Mesa. No, I lived in Tempe, my bad, and then I went to Mesa. And Mesa is basically by Phoenix, right? So yeah, so I lived in those places, and I moved in 2009 to Washington, or 2010. 2010, yeah. So yeah, so those places were pretty cool. Wait, was it 2010? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, so I don't know. Arizona isn't really that nice. It's really hot. If you live in Arizona, I'm not trying to talk trash, but as a former Arizonian, I think that's what they're called. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, so we were passing by, and then we finally reached our destination, and so we didn't go straight to Lake Chelan. We went to a river that's by, it's like Columbia River, I think, and it's a really big river, right? It's extremely big, actually, now that I think about it. But like we stopped in this one spot of the river, I guess, and the current, it doesn't really have a current, so it's like nice and stuff. But so we set up tents because we're gonna camp it out like that night. And so I shared a tent with Owen and the girl's little brother. He's 13, so he spent a night. He was with us, I guess, during the night. But before it turned night, obviously, I gotta tell the story. So okay, so we I went swimming. I was one of the first ones to fully get in, and the water was cold. And what sucks is that there was like rocks everywhere. like there was there was barely any sand and stuff like that. And yeah, there was barely any sand, and the rocks were everywhere. And then there was seaweed, so you had to navigate your way through. And I hate seaweed, guys, because I feel like I'm just gonna wrap around my legs and I'm gonna fucking die and shit. So anyway, so I kind of went swimming for a little bit, and then everybody else kind of got in, and they left, and then I left, and then I kind of got dry, and then me and Owen found a deck or something, so we all decided to go there, right? Me and Owen and other people and stuff like that. And so we ended up going to this deck that you can jump off, but they had floaties, right? The people I'm trying so hard not to mention names right now, but the girl's cousins and stuff and they brought floaties, and then they gave one to Owen. It was a donut thing, a green donut floaty that you can just float on. And me and her brother didn't have any, but so we just decided to jump in. So we jumped, and then we swam back to the shore, I guess. And then he's all fuck it, let's go again. And so I was like, yeah. And then he's like, you first. So I jumped. And then I looked back, and he didn't jump, and I was like, why didn't you jump? And then he's just like, oh bro, it's because there's a current, and if you get tired, it's really bad because the current could just take you away and stuff like that. And he was telling me how he got tired swimming back. And then I was like, okay, what would you tell me? Why wouldn't you tell me before I jumped, right? I was like, this nigga wants to get me killed or something. But so then I decided to jump one more time. And then the last time I jumped, I looked up in the distance, cause okay, so the deck or whatever that we were jumping off of was really far from where we were camping. It was almost the whole lake's width, or length. So then I just saw Owen floating off and towards the direction that we came from, where we were camping. And then I asked the girl, I was like, where is he going? And then he's like, he's gonna try to swim or float his way back to where we the campsite shit. So I was like, oh, for real? And okay, so first off, right, guys, the current was going against us, right? So the current wasn't helping, it was going against us, and there was seaweed everywhere and stuff like that. But in my mind, I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I swam to Owen, and I was like, Owen, I'm gonna swim with you. And then he's like, oh, for real? He's like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna swim with you all the way. So I was just, oh yeah, by the way, I just realized, guys, in the gameplay, I don't know if there's gonna be audio of me talking, because I did record myself talking shit like that. I don't know, but I don't know if I'm gonna reach all of it, because the gameplay is 17 minutes long, so I don't know if I'm gonna make this video 17 minutes. But I do know I started raging at the end. But anyway, so yeah, so we were just swimming, we're like, fuck it. And then so he was on the floaty, swimming backwards, I guess, because he couldn't swim forward or else he's gonna fall. And then I was swimming with him and stuff like that. And after a while, I started getting really tired. So what I would do, so I can let my arms rest, I would go underwater and pedal with my feet, just only with my feet, and just rest my arms, and then I would go up in the surface, and then just do continue those things, right? And then eventually I got really tired, so then Owen was like, hey, do you want to hold on to it real quick? So yeah, so while he was on it, I just kind of held on to the floaty thing just a little bit, so I can let my arms rest, and then I would just swim again, and then after a little bit I would hold on to it again. So we just kept on doing that, right? And finally it felt 2 hours or something. It was the water was cold, right? But it was pretty sunny. It was really hot. So what happened was okay, so what happened was that I was my voice died or something. I don't know what, but I started talking about Batman. I was like, oh, and we gotta do this. And I even noticed myself talking like that. So I was like, I'm Batman and stuff like that, right? I just started making I started having fun with the voice and stuff. I don't even know why my voice just decided to do that. It was I don't know, it was weird. Maybe because I was so cold or something. But damn, they really starting to bump that music. But anyway, so we we finally reached the shore, like where the campsite was, and I was so tired. So I was like, oh my god. And then there was like restrooms like a little bit along the way. So we decided to just shower, and then we got in there and stuff like that. We realized that for a hot shower we had to use quarters, or like I think it was 2 quarters equaled like 2 minutes or 3 minutes of a hot shower. And Owen had a lot of quarters, but he didn't bring it with him. It was like in his backpack in the tent, and we didn't want to go back, so we were like, because we were just gonna stay another day, not there, but like in Lake Chelan. So we were like, let's just save it for tomorrow. So we just showered with cold water, but it wasn't even that cold. It was manageable. So we showered, and then we got back, and then like, obviously like the people there, like the family, they were kind of drunk because it was like someone's birthday, her dad's birthday, the girl that invited us. So they kind of got drunk. And then they were making s'mores and stuff like that, having a good time. And then like, so they went to like one of her aunts came to me and Owen, and then cause like she was eating s'mores like how you would eat like a rib or something. So like like a savage, I guess, like not a savage like like oh shit, that was savage, but like like a wildness, like you know what I mean by savage, right? Like old humans, shit like that. And since they're Mexican, we're Mexican, they said, ¿Quieres probar la vida salvaje? And if you guys don't know Spanish, that means, do you want to try the wild, like the savage life and stuff? It doesn't seem as funny in English, but they kept on just saying that to us. And at first it was like really funny, but then it just got extremely annoying because like they just kept on saying it, but it was still funny. Yeah, Owen, if you're watching this, do you remember that? Because that was really funny. But anyway, so we just tried it, and then they were like, okay, what the fuck? I don't even know where my phone is. But yeah, so they were just, having fun and stuff like that. So we finally decided to pass out. It was like 10, everybody decided to pass after a while. So it was like 10, I think, that we just decided to pass out. And, okay, and this is, oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be probably one of my Ellis Scary Edition shits later on. But, like, someone tried to open our tent in the middle of the night. I don't know who it was. But someone, like, literally, like, legit was walking around a tent trying to freaking open it. And I was, oh my god. Like, they didn't, I don't know if, like, what happened, but they didn't manage to get in. And they just left. But I don't know. It was fucking creepy. But it was, like I woke up to that, too. Because it was, like, 2 in the morning and when that was going on. But, yeah. But anyway, so we woke up the next day. We brushed our teeth, and then we went to Lake Chelan. It was like 9 or, yeah, it was like 7, my bad. It was like 7 when we woke up. And then we drove to Lake Chelan, and then we went to like this renting place and shit. And we rented jet skis and a boat, like a launch boat, I guess. And yeah, so then like, I went on a launch boat and with Owen and the girl that invited us and her cousin and her uncle, I think, that was driving. So like, do you guys know what inner tubing is? Because, okay, if you guys don't know what inner tubing is, it's basically like if you're on like a boat or something, and like they have like, let's say like a, I don't know, like a floaty, I'm just gonna say floaty, like a floaty that you can hold on to all the way in the back while like the boat's going really fast and stuff like that. So that's what I was doing, right? So I was doing that, and then like I started getting cocky, right? Because like after a while I was like, this is pretty easy. So I tried to sit down. I was trying to like, because I was like laying on my stomach, and I tried to sit down, but I think they thought something was wrong, so they stopped the boat. And when they stopped it, I fell in the water, and it was the coldest thing in the world. And I still had my shirt on. I had a life vest on, honestly. I mean, obviously, but and I somehow, I don't know how, like, this is Illuminati, like, I managed to pull myself up and get on top of the floaty, and I fell again, and I just could not do it again. I just could not do it anymore, right? So then I think, yeah, I took a rest, and then we still, like, because we were heading down to, like, where everybody else was, and it was kind of far from where we rented the place, so, like, we were on the boats. And then like later on we took another spin on it, and then I got back on the donut thing, and this time they decided to go like full speed, and I just could not hold on anymore. And like I was wearing sandals, like water shoes or something, and they ended up falling in the lake and stuff like that. And I don't know, but it was a really fun day, and yeah. And then and then we landed, and then like Owen went on the jet ski with the girl that invited us and her cousin. And I don't even, so what's weird about this part, because I've told this story to my friends, like this whole thing, what I did, I don't know what I was doing while he was gone. Like, I just don't remember. So whenever I tell the story, I just say that I was just chilling, because that's what I guess that's what I'm gonna say, because I don't know why I don't remember, because I don't remember going to the campsite and eating. I don't remember doing that, and I don't remember doing anything else. So I don't know if I was legit just chilling there, you know. Oh, I remember now what happened. Okay, so when we landed the first time, he went on the jet ski with them, and I went on the boat again. And then when I came back, they were already there, and then they told me if I wanted to go with them. That's what happened. Oh my god, finally I remembered. But anyway, so yeah, fine, you know, if I'm sorry for rambling on, you guys, but you know, I just like telling you guys what I do in my life and shit. So then finally I went with them on the jet ski, but like her cousin was driving, and she like doesn't know how to drive it, and we ended up tipping over in the middle of the lake. It was pretty funny. And then we couldn't find out how, like, they couldn't find out how, like, where to put the key in, and I couldn't really look because I was all the way in the back, and then I didn't want to like lean over to look because I felt like I was gonna tip us over. So you know, that was good and shit like that. We finally find out, we had to ask for help, but you know, we go back, and me and Owen went swimming, and yeah, I guess we went swimming. We didn't really do much. There was an incident that happened, but you know, I'm not gonna talk about that. And then yeah, you know, we went shower again. This time it was $1 for 4 minutes, and man, it's kind of a ripoff, but it was alright, I guess. I'm trying to, I don't know. And then that's it. We just went back to the boat. I mean, we returned the boats, and then we drove back later on. And then yeah, it was and then my parents weren't even home when I got back, which kind of pissed me off. But you know, whatever. So yeah, so that was really it, guys. That was what I did this, like, the weekend that I didn't upload anything. If you guys like this, please make sure to comment and like this video. It really helps out a lot. If you guys like my content, make sure to subscribe. So yeah, so this was Shady, and I'm out. Peace.
Oh, fucking cool with her 2 minutes.
Düşman tankı orada.